So today's topic is going to be, is the dating game rigged in women's favor? That's going to be today's topic. And it's a topic I've been talking about recently, and the different the different opinions I've been getting about this are very mixed. Of course, obviously, but with men, the answer seems to be with the fellas that it's pretty concise and clear, what the obvious answer is. But to the women that I talk to, it's interesting because their answers that I've been getting is that the dating game is actually in favor of men, and I find that to be an interesting concept. When I told the people that I was talking to about this subject that most men are actually invisible to the world, they didn't seem to even know that. And I think that's something interesting to point out. Um, but yeah, outside of that, this week's been going great. Today's Thursday. Hope everyone is knocking out all their goals and accomplishments. We're still doing No Nut November successfully. Outside of that, I've been hitting my gym goal every day this week and a few other things that I've got going on. Other than that, we're basically killing it, and I hope everyone out there is doing everything that they need to do in order to stay on track. So yeah, about this topic, is the dating game rigged? Um, I respect both ends of the spectrum and opinions on this, but for the fellas out there, I think that we all, for the most part, know that the dating game is in fact rigged in women's favor. I heard a gentleman that I was watching his live stream the other day, and he pointed out the fact that the app, I want to say he was saying the app Bumble. I'm pretty sure he was referencing Bumble, but he said that the dating app Bumble had to take off, they had to lower the height restrictions for men. So basically, if you were a man that was, let's say, 6'3", you can't put that anymore. You're not able to put that anymore, at least from what this gentleman was saying. Basically, implying that most women were putting men's heights at such a abnormal height for most men, generally speaking, that they had to change their method of going about that, because let's just be honest, most men aren't 6'3". Most men aren't 6'3". That's not the national average nor the world average or even close to it. So that in itself should be able to show you that the dating game is slightly teetering, for not even slightly, majority reaching towards women. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of dating apps where men have to pay for certain services that women don't even have to pay for, because obviously the women on there are outnumbering the men by massive numbers. And just in a general sense, I mean, if you, yes, so the opinions that I got earlier were that, obviously women outweigh men in numbers, which is true. But when it really comes down to it, I mean, women essentially have, especially in this modern day and age, women have the pick of the litter of, generally speaking, most men. And that is something to take note of. I mean, when you can post a picture as a woman and almost instantaneously gain a certain amount of likes and follows, reaching in triple, double, quadruple digits, I mean, within minutes, versus a male who posts a photo who may get double digits if he's lucky, if he meets the qualifications that most women are looking for, or if his audience is big enough. It's all relative, but Essentially, yeah, the dating game, fellas, is rigged in their favor. And I think that it should be noted that although it is rigged in their favor, as a lady pointed out earlier, although women have the pick of the litter, what 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 what's good for us men, and I'm gonna say this, try to say this carefully. What's good for us men is that although they have men groveling at their feet at the drop of a hat, it is important to note that most of those men, a good majority of those men, are not quality men, and they're basically simps for the most part. Either way, whatever title or tag you would like to put on it, most men that they're looking for in particular aren't the men that they want. And so, fellas, that gives you an edge if you are a quote unquote nice guy, or a pretty stand-up guy. I don't like the nice guy thing, because we kind of have figured out as men that nice guys really don't get the fair shot, right? With that being said, though, if you are a pretty stand-up guy, if you have a sort of an edge to you, but all your morals and values and all your other things are kind of completely aligned, you have a fair, and I wouldn't say a fair shot, but you have a decent shot at getting the woman that you want. And it's up to us men to be able to make ourselves into what is going to attract what we're looking for. And let me say that again. It is up to us men to make ourselves what we want to attract, right? So if